Hello children, welcome back to our channel. In today's episode, it's a story about my granddaughter, Grace. She's a brilliant young woman, always has been. When she got into the university to study computer science, our whole family was over the moon. She was so excited, ready to dive into the world of algorithms and coding. But her first few weeks were tough, really tough. You see, Grace is deaf. In the big lecture halls, the professors spoke so quickly, their words flying past her before she could even begin to process them. She'd come home so frustrated, feeling like she was falling behind, like her dream was slipping away. She tried to keep up, staying late in the library, poring over textbooks, but it wasn't the same. She was missing the nuances, the spontaneous discussions, the very essence of the classroom experience. It broke my heart to see her spirit dimming. She felt so isolated, sitting in a room full of people, but unable to connect with the flow of knowledge. She even started to question if she belonged there at all, if maybe her dream was just too big. But then, something wonderful happened. A couple of her classmates noticed her struggle. They saw her trying so hard, saw the frustration in her eyes. One of them, a young man named Leo, tapped her on the shoulder one day and offered her his notes. Soon, another classmate, Maria, joined in. They started a little rotation, taking turns to type out detailed notes for Grace during every lecture. It was a small act of kindness, but for Grace, it was a lifeline. It was more than just notes, though it was a connection. For the first time, she felt seen. Her classmates didn't just see a deaf student, they saw Grace, a bright and capable peer who just needed a different way to access the information. They started to understand her world a little better. They learned a few basic signs, simple things like hello and thank you. The lecture hall, which once felt like a barrier, slowly started to feel like a community. Inspired by her friends, Grace found a new strength. She and her new allies went to the department head. They didn't just complain, they explained. They talked about the challenges, but they also proposed solutions. They showed how simple accommodations could make a world of difference. They advocated for real-time captioning on the presentation screens. They explained that it wouldn't just help Grace, it would help international students, students with different learning styles, and anyone who might have missed a word or two. The university listened. It took some time. Of course, change doesn't happen overnight, but they started a pilot program in her computer science department. They introduced live captioning for all the big lectures. Then, they went a step further. They hired sign language interpreters and started incorporating more visual learning aids, like diagrams and interactive models, into the teaching materials. The lecture hall was transformed. It became a vibrant, multisensory learning environment. Grace didn't just catch up, she soared. With the barriers removed, her talent shone through. She was a natural at coding, her mind quick and logical. She started leading study groups, her fingers flying across the keyboard, confidently explaining complex concepts to the very classmates who had first helped her. She wasn't just a student anymore, she was a leader. She proved that the only thing holding her back was a system that wasn't built for her. Watching her, I learned something profound. Education isn't just about transmitting information. It's about building bridges. It's about creating a space where every single person has the chance to shine. Regardless of how they communicate or learn, true learning happens when we learn together. My grandmother used to say, knowledge grows when it's shared in every language, even the silent one. Grace and her friends brought that wisdom to life. They showed that when we make space for everyone, education becomes its most powerful, and we all become better for it. That's a lesson we should all take to heart. Thanks for listening, and remember to subscribe for more stories.